Yes, it's true. Sailing is going to change the game forever. We could go on all day how it's old school RuneScape's first new skill, the dozens of new islands, all of the new items coming into the game, and basically doubling the explorable terrain in the game. Yes, these all change the game considerably, but we're not going to talk about any of those. Before we talk about sailing changing the game, I need to define two terms I'm going to be using in this video: rectangles and squares. Assuming we've all passed the 3rd grade, we know that all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Or, in RuneScape terms, a tile is a square, a tile is also a rectangle. A door is a rectangle, a door is not a square. For the purpose of this video, I will be referring to squares as squares and rectangles that are not squares as rectangles. Welcome to RuneScape, the medieval point-and-click game we all know and love, but behind the magic of it all is the grid. The entire game is just a series of interconnected squares that we call tiles. Let me introduce you to Tile A and Tile B. There's nothing special about these two tiles, except for the fact that they are next to each other. Moving between these two tiles, it appears that I am gradually moving between the two. But in reality, this is merely flavor from the art department. I am on Tile A, and then I am on Tile B. There is no in-between area of these two tiles. You can think of it as moving a chess piece from A2 to A3. There is no legal position in between these two squares. Your pawn cannot be at A2.5. In fact, you yourself are nothing but a square. Artistically, the game gives you a character model, but behind that, you are nothing more than a single square with attributes dictating how fast you move, how much damage you do, and all of the other fun numbers that trigger a dopamine response. This square is always aligned with the grid as well. It doesn't matter if we're facing a cardinal direction or an intercardinal direction. Even though we face diagonal, our square still aligns with the grid. This applies to NPCs as well. Each NPC is a square, and it always aligns with the grid. This is more apparent with large NPCs, like these iron dragons. They are 4x4 squares, but still always snap to the grid. I can run circles around them, but they always align with the grid. In fact, if we look at any NPC in the game, we can see that everything is a square. Even these crocodiles that are long and lanky, they still are in a 2x2 square jail for their model. And it just keeps going up and up from here. Every NPC fits the criteria of a square. The scholars among you may be scratching your chin and thinking about the giant crocodile in the tombs of a mascot, Zabak. There's no way he's a square, right? Well, you're kind of right. He's 2 squares. Zabak is so long that they had to make him 2 squares. I ask myself, why wouldn't they just make Zabak a rectangle? What about the ogre boat? An obvious rectangle, right? A square. Snake? Square. Everything is a square.
My eyes are circles?
Which leads me to believe something about the game engine cannot handle rectangular NPCs. This kind of makes sense when we think about our square enemies. They turn diagonal in their square, and their square still aligns with the grid that is the game world. If you had a rectangular enemy, it would be awkward when they face a diagonal direction, and it wouldn't really fit in the grid of the game world. And as we discussed earlier, we always have to snap to the grid of the game world, right? Introducing Sailing, the skill that will change OSRS forever. I still don't want to talk about the features of the skill just yet, just the engine updates. I challenge you this. Can you think of a single moving object in-game that isn't a square? Because Sailing is bringing rectangular boats. In the beta, we were introduced to the Kandarin Raft, which is a 1x3 starter raft, and the Kandarin Small Boat, which is a 2x5 small boat. Both of these boats had no problem navigating the ocean and moving around, which means Jagex has made some update that is allowing movement that doesn't have to snap to the grid. Here's what I think is happening. ModGrub said sailing wouldn't be possible without the work going into the HD engine because of the Z buffer. I think our boats are creating a separate grid on top of the original grid, so when our boat is diagonal, our character is snapping with the boat's grid. But the boat can still interact with the world's original grid. The big implication of no longer being restricted to the tile grid, of course, is sailing. But there are other implications. This presumably means that boss design is now opened up to moving rectangular NPCs instead of just squares. And they aren't inherently restricted to the grid that we all know and love. I'm clearly not a game developer, but even I could think of some neat rectangular enemies. Imagine a long enemy like the Pokemon Conkeldurr that has 2 pillars protecting his weak spots on the sides. Occasionally, he could lift a pillar revealing his weak spot and smash it down after a period of time while pivoting around if it doesn't need to snap to the grid any longer. We know that Raids 4 is coming next year, so I will be surprised if there aren't at least a couple of boss fights that feel entirely unique with the new engine updates. Before we move on, I would like to mention that the mod said development of the HD engine was necessary for sailing. I know a lot of people are fond of the current graphics and are unhappy with the HD mode. Either way though, the HD mode is going to be completely optional, and the new standard definition mode is set to have better performance than we are currently seeing, but will look exactly the same. Beyond that, the last I've seen the HD mentioned is they were aiming to have it ready this summer, so hopefully we get an update on it soon. I personally think they've done a pretty nice job of capturing a more modern look while keeping OSRS's charm. The big thing I'm hoping for are noses and less clipping issues. We're not here to gas up HD mode though, so let's get back on topic. The other large noticeable change that's coming with sailing is movable terrain. For sailing, of course, this is your boat, but it opens up the ability to have things like a quest where you're riding around on the back of a giant gnome war tortoise attacking filthy ironmen. It could also be implemented for some cool group encounters where maybe a pair of bosses get stronger if they're next to each other, but there are controls somewhere in the arena to separate them and spread the bosses apart. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. We are all painfully aware that the game code is spaghetti. During the alpha, I saw a lot of people unimpressed with the sailing results after so much development time. I myself was pretty pleased. I think this is the type of effort that should go into a new skill for RuneScape. Getting a skill to 99 gives a player over 100 hours of content in just training. And the addition of islands, exploration, and hybrid skill training methods means we'll get even more out of it. But because of these engine changes, even if you hate sailing and never ever interact with it, future updates as a result of this work should benefit everyone. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Putting this much effort into a new skill has a few obvious flaws. The skill could be a flop. Even though we had an alpha, it really showed us very little. We were only able to get to level 30, and we couldn't try many of the important sailing features, like ship combat. If the skill doesn't go very well, we may never see another skill in old school RuneScape, or at least not for a very long time. On the flip side, if the skill is really good and there is the promise of future skills, our expectations will be sky high. High expectations are good, and the team would likely put a lot of resources into meeting those expectations. So if something like shamanism gets pulled, we'll likely see a lot of resources devoted to it and making things like the spirit realm be very fleshed out. Which all sounds good, until you see how many people complain about sailing and the time put into it, which will be the same with any new skill coming into the game. And then there's the issue with how Jagex pulls skills and rewards. People already were somewhat unhappy with how sailing as a skill was pulled, and now the content that gives rewards is being pulled, but the rewards themselves are subject to future polling. Which leads to the awkward situation of some people having voted for a reward, say the new deep sea trawling, but then being unhappy with the new potential special effects from the fish. We saw a similar result with forestry, specifically the tea brewing and campfire boosts. Overall, people wanted to see tea brewing, but then after discussion, all of the tea effects, well, there's a reason we don't have tea brewing from forestry. I'm excited for sailing. I think it's a big endeavor for the team, but should be fun to interact with, and the engine updates allow the mods to flex their creative muscles just a bit more. I understand I don't share everyone's opinion though, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on sailing. I hope you all have a wonderful day. A huge shout out to the channel members. In the Distinguished Pencilman tier, we have Dakota A, Cody C, Villains Fury, Dream Zins, Iron Snoop, Avery, and Vinny. In the right-hand pen tier, we have Timothy C and Maps. And finally, in the Sir Pen tier, we have Mr. Blake himself. Thank you all so much for supporting me. I hope you all have a wonderful day.